The magic words in this dialogue right here is actually the word as. The other thing that we're going to give you, and I'll share my screen with you here right now, is how you need to offer the escalation clause to people, because like I say, it's new to them. If by referral only, we have a mindset, which is it's better to pre-frame than to reframe. And to pre-frame means that you bring it up and you talk about it before they do, and it's more easy for them to accept it. It's why we showed you the tool earlier of the 88 types of turbulence that's going to be available to you as well, is that when you can tell somebody something is going to happen before it happens, they're more likely to take your advice on that thing. So what Jim and Wally have both said is like, look, we're addressing this market early, and we're letting them know if they're serious about, buying a home in this market, here's the actions that they need to take. What I'd like to share with you are some magic words that I'm also going to give you today, which are how to introduce your escalation clause at your initial consultation. And one of the things that you're going to say is, as your negotiator, when it's time to save you or make you money, I'll treat your money like it's mine. And you, like me, know that money is an emotional issue. And because I'm your negotiator, it's my responsibility to recognize the likely underlying agendas and motivations of other people who get involved in your transaction. Imagine buying your house today is a little bit like competing with bidders at an auction. I'm going to introduce you to some bidding tools designed to put you in the best position to move quickly and win against other buyers as I continue to protect your interests. The magic words in this dialogue right here is actually the word as, because what you're doing is, even though you're introducing the idea of an escalation clause at your initial consultation, you're actually taking the job as their agent or their lender. And you're saying, as your negotiator, it's my job as soon as I say those words. When it's time to save you or make you money, I'll treat your money like it's mine. I am your negotiator. We're using those words very specifically to help you during your initial consultation. It's also giving you the benefit of being able to explain that you're about to introduce this idea of an escalation clause. Now, another really important item that Jim talked about, let's see if I could pull it up right here. Jim's talking about the range, and he's talking about his one buyer who, maybe he's going to start, maybe there's a house that Jim knows is going to sell for 475,000. Jim knows that they got to start looking at homes, as he said, at 425. So this is Jim's offer range right here that says, if Janice gives you a maximum amount that somebody can spend, and she says, hey, look, their max is going to be, $500,000 on this home, you got to start looking at 10% lower than that. But here's where I'm going to help you now. I'm going to give you another dialogue, and I haven't shared this with you yet, Jim, that's going to help you find the top of their range. So when you're working with a buyer, and maybe you've not worked with a lender like Janice yet, who's pre-authorized them and pre-qualified them for their money, and you want to find out what their true budget is. Use these words right here. I'm going to give you this. This is one question that you can ask to really find out the true top of somebody's range. So you would say, for just a minute, let's just say that 528,000 is your highest offer, because they've said, look, I'm not going to go any higher than 528. That's it. 528, That's where I'm at. I'm not going to go any higher than 528. And what we want to do is we want to test that. We want to make sure that 528 is truly the top of their range. And this is the one question you can download and use and ask, which is, okay, for just a moment, let's just say 528,000 is your highest offer, and you don't decide to make a better offer. I'm curious, in 3 days, if we're sitting here and the seller accepts another offer for $7,000 more, will you say to yourself, I should have offered $535,000? So they're going to say, okay, here's my top 528. And you're going to give them the consequences of their action. You're going to move them forward in time 3 days into the future. And you're going to say, so let's just say that we're still sitting here at 3 days and the seller accepts another offer for $7,000 more than that. You know, Janice could give you the math real quickly and tell you how many dollars per month that would be. And I'm wondering, if that house is gone, will you say to yourself, I should have offered $535,000? And you can use that one question to find out if it's the top of their range.